Hey everybody, welcome to the first edition of What CD is Rob listening to for this week. And the first one is from, what is this, 86, and Cinderella's Night Songs. I believe this was their first album. I got this for Christmas, probably around this time, along with Faster Pussycat's Wake Me When It's Over, Mr. Big's debut album, and the second album from Queensryche. And out of those, the Mr. Big one and Faster Pussycats were my favorite. But this one was a very strong third. And I never really got into the Quiet Riot one. But this album, this is fantastic. And this might be their second album. I'm really not sure. I should look into that. Anyway, this is my favorite Cinderella album. This one is fantastic from start to finish. I remember as a kid listening to Side A a lot more than Side B. But as I got older, I played Side B a lot more because, I like to listen to the whole album. And this is a fantastic album. Side A is just flawless, and Side B, I can't say a bad thing about a single song on here. If you know this band, you either love them or hate them. And I think that's because of Tom Kiefer's kind of raspy, high voice. But I think it complements the music on this album just beautifully. And if you are a cowbell aficionado, there's plenty for you to be, plenty for you here, especially on, I believe, Shake Me. Plenty of cowbell on Shake Me. The song starts out with Night Songs, kind of an atmospheric, kind of moody intro before it just kicks in and just rocks. This whole album is just fantastic. Shake Me is a great song. Nothing for Nothing, Once Around the Ride, Hell on Wheels. Ooh, Somebody Save Me. That's a great tune. In From the Outside, Push Push, and then it ends with a fantastic Back Home Again. This is just great stuff. And if you want to call it hair metal, go ahead. Look at their hair. Definitely hair metal, I guess. It's because they do indeed have hair and they are playing metal. So I guess it is quote-unquote hair metal. But for me, it's just metal. Hard rock metal. Great stuff from the 80s. I loved the 80s. There's a lot of great metal out in the 80s. And, there's a lot of stuff I don't care for in the 80s. But this... the metal genre, I think, in the 80s was just fantastic. LA Guns, Poison, Rat, Wasp. So much good stuff came out in the 80s that it's hard to overlook some of the bands, but you got to keep digging. You got to keep looking. And I know that MTV did play a couple of tracks from this album, but I don't think it ended up being huge at the time. I could be wrong. But it was huge for me. I love this album, and I think many people out there will agree. Anyway, until next time, doodles.